Welcome to my channel, I guess. Yes, positive mindset. Okay, I'm just gonna dive right in. A while back, I realized that I wasn't reading a lot, so I made a goal for myself of reading 2 books a month. And it's been an incredible journey so far. I've really only done it for about less than a year, but I'm loving it and I'm increasing my my reading speed. So, my journey. Here we go. This is the start. This is video number 1, which is probably why it's just kind of so crazy. My journey. I have no idea what this is going to look like in a year, and I'm very excited though for the journey. I hope that you will come along for the ride with this journey. But first, let me explain a little bit about how I got here. So I started reading books earlier this year because quarantine and nothing else to do. And I came across this one book called You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. I highly recommend her just as an author, as a person, and definitely this book. It was very eye-opening, and like a lot of people, my financial literacy I think could definitely be improved. Now, I had also read Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki earlier, and I loved financial books, which really surprised me because I did not think that I would. So after that, I ended up reading The Science of Getting Rich by Walter Wallace. Now, this was a book that was written in the early 1900s, and I finished it in one sitting, so you can too. It's not a huge book. And with that, afterwards, I ended up reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This is the book that, if you loved what was in The Science of Getting Rich by Walter
Wallace, sorry guys.
Secret, it inspired what we know as The Secret, the phenomenon of the book and the movie of attracting money from the universe and manifesting. Now, I've been really into this for a while. I haven't learned too much about it, but if The Science of Getting Rich by Walter Wallace is the what do you want to do, then Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill is the how. This is the textbook, essentially, in perfect counterpart to Walter Wallace's The Science of Getting Rich. And it's all about becoming clear on what you want and eventually raising your frequency in order to make that happen. So within this book, there are 6 steps that Napoleon describes for turning your desires into gold. Now, if you do read this, quick disclaimer, this was written in the early 1900s and some parts have not really aged well. However, the information in here is still fantastic, and so I do still recommend this book immensely. But within the first couple pages, the first 20 pages actually to be precise, there are 6 steps that he outlines for turning your desire for money into actual money. So I read these steps and I'm going to go over them with you here. So the first step is to fix in your mind the exact amount of money you want. An actual number here. I'm talking down to the penny or cent. The second one is determine exactly what you're going to give in order to get this money. So Napoleon goes in to say that nothing in the universe is free. There's always an exchange that's happening, and therefore you do need an exchange in order to get this money. 3, you need a deadline. Establish a date that you are going to have this money by. 4, you need a plan. Create a definite, concrete plan of how you're going to do this. 5, write the statement. The statement has to be clear, has to be concise, and has to consist of the amount of money you're going to make, the deadline, and what you're going to give in order to receive that much money. And number 6 is you are going to read that statement that you wrote in number 5 aloud twice a day, once when you wake up in the morning and once before you go to sleep at night. And not only are you going to read this aloud, but you're going to feel it. You're going to envision yourself already having the money and let those energies and those feelings wash over you, fill you up, and entice those emotions that you need in order to move forward. So I decided that I was going to do this because why not? I could definitely use more money, and I wanted to try and really put this into practice. I wanted to go all in. How much could I actually make if I did this consistently? If I followed everything within this book and other books that I'm going to read and have read in the past. So we're gonna try this out. I'm gonna give it a year. My deadline is December 31st of 2021. Right now, it is December 28th of 2020. So I have just over 1 year. Now I had to pick a number. I didn't want it to make it semi-attainable. I wanted to put it from where I am at right now in my perspective with my circumstances so far out there that there's no way I could possibly do that and achieve it unless the stuff in here is actually right. And I wanted to test it. So my number is $1 million. Now, right now, with what I'm making in my current job, with what I'm trying to do in any side gigs that aren't making money and just costing me money, there's no way I would ever be able to make $1 million in a year. Absolutely not. Like, no. It's not gonna happen. And that's the whole point. So my goal is to make $1 million in 1 year. And in order to do that, I had to kind of think out of the box and what am I going to do in order to make that money? So in the spirit of transparency, these are my mediums that I've come up with so far with how I'm going to try and make this $1 million. So one of them is I have an e-commerce website and I sell pet products online. It's called odinschoice.org if you want to look at it. It's primarily for dogs, but we do have stuff for cats and animal lovers as well. All of the products are fantastic, and a portion of every purchase gets donated to no-kill animal shelters across the US. So I think it's really awesome, but I haven't really done any marketing of it. I haven't really tried that hard to get any sales, probably because I'm just afraid of failure. So it's a great and fully functional website as of right now. I'll put the link in the description if you want to go check it out. And it's only cost me money. So that's one thing that I think I'm going to really try and work on. The second thing is I think it would be fun to document this journey. I've always wanted to kind of create YouTube videos. I've done some great projects in the past that I have like snippets here and there of videos from, but I've never put them together and I've never posted them to YouTube. So I'm going to be trying to do that. I'm going to try to be creating more content and putting it actually on YouTube, on this channel, in hopes that not only people can learn, that people can be inspired, but also maybe I can earn some money on YouTube. We'll see. Crazier things have happened. So those are kind of my two mediums right now. And I'm quite sure that things will change in the future. Maybe things will escalate or I'll switch directions and kind of shelve some things. But for now, this is the goal. So here we go, 1 year. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous though, to be perfectly honest. I have no idea what this is going to entail. A common theme that's been throughout all of the financial literacy books I've read is the idea of manifesting, of raising your frequency and being able to meet that goal. The money is already out there. There is $1 million waiting for me. I just have to decide that I'm going to get it and then go out there and get it. So this is day 1, and it's kind of scary as hell, but I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be a really fun experiment. I think that I'm going to learn, I'm going to grow a lot in the process. I'm going to take you along for the ride. We have a couple different series I think that I'm going to get out of this, and I originally thought that I was going to maybe create multiple YouTube channels for it, but then I realized why. I think that that's pretty pointless. And I know that there's people out there that are just like me that like so many different things. I am a DIYer. I love to build things, especially woodworking. It's just kind of my jam. I love to figure things out, to learn new skills. And that's what I'm going to be trying to learn, especially in bettering myself. And so I'm going to be posting some series along the way of how to do things or projects that I am currently working on. That is just fun and exciting, and I hope that you get some entertainment and, if anything, maybe some inspiration out of it. Now, throughout this experience, I'm also going to be continuing to read some really great books like Think and Grow Rich. And if you would like any kind of book reviews, let me know in the comments and we can do it. My personal beliefs is that life is too short to not want to try and expand and learn and grow and better yourself any way possible. If you like that, if this resonates with you at all, subscribe, like, comment, share, and let's get it. 2021, here we go.